I'll tell you right now, man. Danganronpa is probably my very first visual novel that I've probably complete. I've played a couple here and there, but I never actually like was interested in it. But then Danganronpa was something special, and it was just fun all the way through. First of all, it hooked in a lot of people because it's all like, it's not your typical, it's not your typical visual novel. We have murder mysteries, we have weird high school students with quirks and everything, and it feels like an anime. It feels like, it could be a show, and then later on, of course, as you know, they did do the little spin-off show as an adaptation. But I don't know, man, Danganronpa was just really good. If people were to say, what would you recommend as like my first visual novel, I would say Danganronpa is a very good choice. If you're asking for a visual novel that isn't all about romance, that it's not all about, all that stuff. It's something different. Sure, it's kind of a trope now. Everybody has their own little quirk and all that. When it first came out on the PSP and then it got released on Steam and started picking up more traction, a lot of cool stuff, man. Zenki Zero. Zenki Zero is a cool one. It's a much more different type of gameplay. It's more of a first-person dungeon survival crawler, but it's not bad. I did play a little bit of that. But Danganronpa, super special. My favorite character in that is my girl Kyoko. Yes, Kyoko. She's my favorite. And I would have to say, and this is all spoilers, Togami is pretty cool, man. I remember going through it the first time. I was like, Togami, I hate you so much. But now, he is like one of the coolest. He is one of the coolest characters ever. Togami is freaking badass, dude. For the pride of the Togami name. Alright. My favorite absolute probably Trial is a good mix-up because like I remember all of them pretty well, so I don't remember which one like I want to say feels the most, gave me the most feels. Let's say ones that I remember fully the most was probably Prickly Nick. Thank you for following the channel. Probably you gotta have to remind me of some of them. It was probably the Sakura one, honestly. Probably the Sakura. I followed just for you. Thanks, Prickly. Hopefully we can see you here a lot more, man. We play more than just Terraria, but today it's a little bit of Terraria and Monster Hunter World, and maybe some other games. It all depends on what you guys suggest. Yeah, Sakura one was just the saddest one in all ends because it really showed how, like, they all distrusted each other and they all fell right into the trap of Monokuma. How he's all like, I'm gonna turn these guys all against them. And then I remember, I don't think I have my playthrough, my first playthrough of Danganronpa up. It's not available to watch. I think I only made like Twitch VODs of it. I didn't upload it. But having Asami like try to sacrifice and kill herself and everyone else just because we didn't believe Sakura, we were all jerks. It was like, oh, Sakura, no. Hifumi was the best one. I'd say like in terms of like fun, Hifumi was the fun one because it's like, oh man, there's lots and lots of twists and turns, tons of twists and turns. But then the Sakura one is probably the most feely one for me. Danganronpa 2, no spoilers, you're gonna like it. I think it's much more fun in terms of gameplay. And the third one, well, tell you what, let's wait until you finish 2 and then maybe we'll revisit 3 again. Because I started 3 and we got to like the first like 3 hours of it, but then that was it. I stopped it. So maybe we'll replay that one. Maybe we'll replay that one soon. Second one has Togami, right? You're going to have to play and find out. No spoilers. Those games is all about the story. If I ruin stuff for you, GG. No. It's going to take away from your overall enjoyment. You play it and find out yourself. But visual novels, they're great. They're great. A lot of people kind of lump them up with, one of those dating sims. I mean, you can get to know people. It's not like you're dating them. You get them for a backstory for the character. And it feels even more hurt when you get closer to them and then they disappear in some way. Visual novels are sick, dude. People gotta get more into them. And I gotta play more of them. I even played a VR one. I did one episode on Mob and Presence to check it out. It was freaking nuts. Apparently, though, you don't have to play that one in VR, but I was like, it's a VR game. This will be a good gimmick. Will you play it? It's fun. You got waifus up in your face. Marlo, good morning. What time is it for you now? 8 a.m.? What up? Get the show on the road, dude. We're going to try to level up our character in terms of HP. Then we're going to do a bunch of good stuff.